Hello everyone and welcome to game number 4 between Lalush and Goody in the ZOTAC Cup Finals. And the score is now, spoiler alert, videos are in my on my YouTube page, so go watch them if you haven't. The score is now 2-1 for Lalush, and we've seen Goody doing a very tricky, it's not really cheese, you can't really call banshees cheese, fast banshees, but pretty well executed because of the way he managed to make it so that it wasn't scouted at all by the Zerg. Just put that starport down, switch the tech lab from the factory there, and whoosh came out the banshees, and he saved his gas, got the cloak and the banshees. No queens, just won at the natural, won him the game. That's simple stuff like that. So I hope you guys learn from this, from these games. I mean, it's not about the way you win. It's about the fact that you win. But there is one thing to be said over here. Now, it's very important to note this. A lot of strategies, a lot of games you can win through extremely creative play and all sorts of unorthodox cheese and proxies. And here we go, we have an engineering bay, and I'll explain why this is built over here in a second. You can win with all sorts of cheese, and you feel good about yourself. You say, oh, I'm good, I beat a famous player by cheesing him and stuff, and blah, I'm so good. But the thing is this, if the game does go on and it gets prolonged, thing is, his macro is going to be much better than yours, so you guys shouldn't just rely on your cheese and stuff like that. Of course, it's good to incorporate them into your builds. You need to know how to do them. Sometimes you gotta pull them off, but yeah, I mean, you gotta know how to do something else as well. You gotta know how to control the map, how to have more bases up and macro them up well, and make sure that you can be efficient with the money you're gaining and how you're spending it. But the thing is this, with this engineering bay here, is this build because it's one of the largest HP structures in the game, and it's the fastest building you can make. I mean, the way it builds is extremely fast. So there we go, that is actually trying to pick it off again. This is going to get cancelled when it's low on HP, but it will delay the hatchery by a lot. So you build this because it gets built very fast and has a lot of HP, so it takes a long time. Now these drones staying here, I mean, if they had been mining this whole time, would be much more than the cost of this engineering bay. I mean, they'd probably be mining, what, 300 minerals in this entire time, and this is gonna get cancelled soon. And there we go. So, or not 300, but 250 for sure. Not to mention that it does delay the fast expansion as well. So it's the scrap station. It's a map that favors the Zerg, obviously. I mean, you can get mutas and fly over here. You just wreck the workers, stuff like that. Your expansion is really safe at the start. It's just this choke over here. It's easy to link your bases with creep, so it's really one of those Zerg bases. And oops, he has to turn that back. Let's see if he does survive. Yes, he does. So because of these rocks over here, it's really safe for the Zerg to just kind of drone up at the start, and just as long as he gets a scout on the opponent, and that's really easy to do, especially as Zerg, because you just fly here with your overlords at the start. There's nothing you can really be surprised about, and then you keep like overlords all over the place. And look at these Zerglings too at the entrance over here, and they're probably gonna try. No, but Lalush is careful over there. So there's not much you can get away with as Terran on this map against the Zerg. So the Zerg is really going to be the one at the upper hand, because he has the information, he has the protected natural. So yeah, he's gonna, and the Zerglings do go down. There we go. And here we have 2 starports. Wow, in the midst of this, so they're almost done. And let's see what this is gonna mean. 2 tech labs again. Yes, double gas indeed. So he does have the double gas. It's definitely gonna be in a banshee, but this is a roach warren going down. Lairs is almost done. Now the thing is, if he scouts this, and he can easily do that with this overlord. Oh, and this is gonna be so brutal if he does, because if he does, as soon as this is done, he's gonna put down a spire and get some mutas, and those mutas are gonna be extremely good against the banshees, and he's gonna get some additional queens as well. Let's see if he sees this. So did he see, what did he see? Did he see the, yep, he saw the starport. So there we go. This Helion trying to do some damage over here, but not that much he can do. 2 queens down here, and 1 queen in production. One more. in production. He needs to make another queen though, because one banshee takes one queen down, so gotta be careful with that. Anyway, there's 4 banshees queued up here, and this might be just more than what he can handle. I seriously think he should try getting just a few Mutalisk, because Mutalisk will not be killed by these banshees, while the queens will go down. Now he can move this queen up as well, because he's linking the bases with creep, but no spire. So, well, there's a Hydra then on the way. That's good as well. And let's see. Although I still think Mutas are a much better choice in this map because of the way the spawn locations are put on scrap station. So here we go. Drones dying. Let's see how many will actually end up dying. And he has to be careful though. He's gonna cloak it, but not much gonna happen because of that. Oh, nice transfuse over there, and he didn't plan on that one. Off you go, Goody. So Goody has to move away from that. He's gonna have like what? How many units? How many banshees? So just 3 banshees up right now. He was supply blocked for a while. I don't know what's up with these 3 SCVs here. Just put to repair, and then go harass again. But there's Hydras up on the field right now. So these he should maybe get up to more gas extractors over here, because the Hydra is actually quite gas intensive. They cost 50 gas each, but he does have 400 banks, so not much to worry about right now. Although he is getting those extractors. Here we have the banshees moving in again, and this time they're gonna take down that queen indeed. And whoa, this is a lot of oh, and he's got to be careful there. He doesn't want to lose those banshees. Quite precious units. He is killing a bunch of roaches though. But where are the Hydras? Here's the Hydras, and no cloaking though. This game he just decided to go straight forward, no cloak, and he didn't get that overseer, but he got it for nothing really, because Goody's just going for straight up banshee damage, nothing really there. So an armory is complete right now. Let's see if we're gonna see a Thor. Thing is, he has 4 or 5 banshees right now, and that's a lot of banshees. I mean, obviously in this case I think Mutas would have been really good, especially because they move so fast, and if he tries to retreat with the banshees he's not going to be able to. But the Lush opts to go for the ground route, and probably if he gets more Hydras soon, which he's most likely going to do, we're going to see him break down the rocks here and try to march towards Goody's base and see what he can do. It all comes down to how these banshees play their role in this game, and we have upgrades for Hydras there, the range and the missile attacks level 1. There is the spore crawler here. There's no cloak. He doesn't even care about the cloak. Oh, and gotta be careful. Oh, and you see how much damage these banshees actually do. They one-shot a Hydra when they all pull off their volleys. So he's just gonna go around, I think, yep, and try harassing over here at the natural. Yep. Here we have a lot of pissed off banshees and a Viking, which is gonna just probably try harassing some overlords or distracting on that side. And the queen is probably gonna get taken out real fast. No, yes it does. And oh, and nice banshee play. I mean, 1 banshee went down, but so what? And here we have banshees doing so much damage. I mean, losing so many units there. And oh, infestors, gotta be careful with that fungal growth there, because if you get the fungal growth off on these banshees, then the Hydras will just be able to attack and you can't retreat anymore. But there ain't so many Hydras right now, just 2 plus another 5 on the way, and these 4, that's gonna be 9 in total. 9 Hydras plus some roaches and lynx. But the thing is, oh, and I like this. No, and Lalush is never gonna see this. I don't think he even cares. Nobody's gonna think of this unless you're, of course, a very good player and you think about everything. But this expansion is probably gonna stay in mind there for a long time, and he has SCVs loaded up as well. So there we go, getting more gas from this. And this is really brilliant play from Goody actually, because Lalush thinks that Goody is on 1 base. He has the circling over here, sees there's nothing